Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here. How are you doing? And it's Friday being request day, and the day that I turn to my BonBon buddies over on Patreon to pick me out a map from a list of 4 that I give them. And today's map was a landslide winner, the biggest winner we've ever had, so let's hope it's any good, shall we? A big thank you to Hongil for suggesting this map many months ago. I hope you're still watching the channel because it's finally your turn, my friend. Thank you very much for this, and shall we crack on and do some reviewing? What a very good idea that is too. It's Geoge Island, Korea by Eva Tuna. It's based on the actual map of the second largest island in Korea. It's a 1-to-2, 2-to-1, 1-to-2, 2-1-1. I feel like a roadie. Anyway, it's a half ratio anyway. There's your start square. Here are your resources. Actually okay for a vanilla type map, I guess, and it is a vanilla type map, definitely. So when we head over to the workshop, other than seeing a few maps of what the actual area looks like, absolutely no requirements at all. There you go, 1-to-2 scale. It's the second largest island on Korea, and it has the second and third largest shipyard, so it's probably a good map for shipyard building, I would suggest. Now, forewarned in advance, although it's not the best map you'll ever see, it's actually playable. It's a bit of a challenging map, but it's definitely playable. So don't let me put you off. Have a good look at this one. It might be what you're looking for. It's kind of a blank canvas with hills on it. Some of the roads are not like the bridges aren't. I'm just checking for mantle there. There's no mantle showing. But some of the detailing on the roads, like here, these two, I'm not going to tell you what's wrong with these tunnels. I'm sure you can see. Yeah, the bridges and the tunnels aren't the greatest. I mean, that's okay there. The roads are fine. A little bit glitchy between them here and here and here and there. Here we go. I'll have another little grumble. Actually, I don't mind this one so much on different levels. I'd like to see some kind of like barrier on the upper level to stop cars from crashing off, especially on the outside of a bend there coming out of the tunnel into the daylight. Could be blinded and then go crunching off into the oncoming traffic. And here once again, not the greatest skill levels here with the upwards hill and then the upward into the tunnel as well. All that said, once you get away from the tunnels and the bridges and get onto the basic road laying, it's alright. It's okay, and considering the hilliness of the map, and believe me, it is hilly, this is okay. It's fine. I have trouble believing it's 1-to-2 ratio, of course, because you look at this and go, where are you going to build? Where is the city of Geoge, or the cities on Geoge Island located? There's very little room to actually build, even on a 1-to-2, I would suggest. I'm not keen on this hill on the left there. It looks very pillow-like. Admittedly, probably haven't got the best theme and LUT here. Here we go. This is the main intersection. This one here drops down, comes out tunnel on the other side, and these are a little bit. I mean, they're coming out up a hill onto a hill, and it just feels. It could have had a little bit more work put into it, just to tidy things up. All that said, it's not the worst. It's very, very workable, and certainly no worse than the free vanilla maps that come with the game. So if you think I'm knocking your skills here, I'm not. I'm saying you're as good as the people that work at Colossal Order. Maybe not to the highest levels, but you are as good as them anyway. And there's your start square. Loads of flat build plane there. That is very nice indeed. We'll head back out. Now there are no rail connections on this part of the map, or any part of this map actually. So it's all down the highway and shipping and an airport if you put one in. So once we conclude and get to the fog here, we'll go to an asset review, because that's what we do after the rail normally, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, I'm glad you're listening. Okay, then we'll bend off this way, going off towards the fog here. This bridge isn't the best, but it's actually not far off being okay. Look at that. Just slightly out of alignment. Other than that, all good. Yeah. Yeah. And off to Asset Corner. Only this time, Assetville's Asset Corner doesn't have anything to show us. But that's okay, because we don't always just stick to the corner. Sometimes we go herring off somewhere interesting, and today we're going down to the beach. Fancy a little trot down to the beach, guys, on my little land speeder. I feel like I'm in Star Wars. Look at this. Sound effects and everything. I'm throwing them in for free, guys. I'm throwing them in for free. Today's asset is quite nice, and I think it's multi-purpose, although its main reason for being is Burnt Pier Pile Pack by Vasimir. Yeah, going with that, 22, Vasimir. This is like 4 different assets you can put together in any order and organisation just to make whatever shape you like. But I can see you possibly using these in alternative uses as well. That's a great thing with assets, being able to take one and go, do you know what, that would work really well in the middle of my motorway. Obviously I can't think of any reason to stick one in the middle of a highway, but those are really nice. I mean, they work brilliantly as a burnt pier, and if you think of anything creative, well, why don't you stick it in the comments so that maybe we can steal your ideas and use them in our cities. Burnt Pier Pile Pack by Vasimir 22. That is very nice indeed. And now off to Themington Island for Vatcherton Frost Winter Theme by Hadith, with the LUTs for snowfall at dusk. It's so peaceful on Themington, especially in the deserts, because we've got a desert on Themington. We've also got a beach with cliffs, and that's also very peaceful too. Tell you what wasn't peaceful, when Krakow's cathedral's roof collapsed in when it was dissolved by acid rain. That wouldn't have been peaceful. It was made out of gold, by the way. Acid and gold don't really go together. In 1818, American celebrations of the 4th of July were interrupted by a snowstorm. One more thing while we're on weather, I guess. The last London smog, well known for having smog in London, occurred in 1962, as recently as 1962, when my mama was a little girl. Well, she wasn't that little actually, she was probably out and about and clubbing by 1962, just in time for the Beatles. And back to Geoge Island, Korea, and the shipping routes. We've got 2 of them. They hug the coasts, one on this part of the map, where we go around this way, and then if we head across the landmass here, we can join up with some more sea over here, and that's fine. As a vanilla sea route, that is absolutely fine and very playable. Water, each one of these isolated bits of sea has at least 1 and sometimes 2 water sources just to keep the water moving. Can't find it here. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, hang on, I see it. Not there. Up here. There it is. So 1 there as well. And over here, 1 there too. There is also a river. There it is. It's not the strongest river, but there's a water source right at the tip there, and trickles down and through and very much out. More for aesthetics, I think, than actual any practical use, that particular river. And we have another look at the river at water's view and get a feel for this one. Like I say, the riverbanks aren't exciting. In fact, nothing about this map is particularly exciting or outstanding. But it's playable. You look at, a little bit of a glitch in the water there. Don't worry, that sorts itself out in a minute. Sometimes you get that when you start a new map up with the water until it finds its own place. Yeah, nothing about this map is particularly outstanding, but it's very playable. I'm not saying it's 5-star playable, but there's nothing wrong with it, really, if you just want to work with, like I say, that blank canvas. And this is very much for the blank canvas. There's your water source right at the tip there. I think it's fairly well hidden. I'll accept that. That's good for me. Okay, there you go. This watery glitch, and it fills in while we're watching it. That's That's very convenient. Thank you very much. That works nicely. Anyway, what haven't we done? Mountains. Yeah, mountains. Now the mountains, I think the mountains are good. If you pull back and get a distant view of them, they look alright. We are playing vanilla assets, and the trees don't work for me though. Although the tree placement is generally pretty good, I have no major problems with. I mean, down here in the forests as well. Very temperate, and that's all good. But the tree placement, even on the sides of the mountains, I don't have too much of a problem with these. I can just about. I mean, if there's predominance towards them going into these valleys where the water runs, and I can believe that. I'm happy with most of that. And the steeper areas that aren't any trees. On the tops where there is grass, there are trees. So okay, I'm willing to accept it. Just I would have preferred almost anything but the vanilla trees. It's just a little bit, I don't know, vanilla. Too vanilla. And out here anyway in the islands, we've got a few abandoned islands. There's nothing out here for a BonBon island where I'd want to settle down. Just all a little bit too bare. This one over here in the fog. Yeah, maybe I'd spend an afternoon out here. As long as I've got Wi-Fi, I don't care. There's Wi-Fi out there. No, me neither. And this beach, perfectly fine beach. Nice little resort beach. And quite like it because there's just nothing growing on it, which is nice for a beach to have nothing growing on it. So if we pull up anything we've missed, how about two little other beaches there? Little one. Let's go and have a look at the big beach, shall we? Right in the top left-hand corner. How about that? Shall we go and have one look at that before we end the show? You know, if we come down, you know what I'm saying about I like beaches that don't have things growing on them. This I don't buy into at all. Yes, some shrubs maybe. Yes, some shrubs and some seaweed and stuff like that. These are the wrong sort of trees to be growing on the beach. I think this is an oversight and an error. But there we are. Okay, let's find a place to settle and pull out my little box. There it is. Aesthetically, it's okay. It's slap bang there with the best of the vanilla maps, and I'm going to give it 3 stars. There's nothing particularly bad about it. Can't mark it down. Detailing, yes, I've got a few grumbles. Once again, across the whole, it's as good as a vanilla map, which would be 3 stars. That said, there are some minor problems with trees on the beach and 1 or 2 minor grumbles with bridges and tunnels. I think I've got to mark it down to 2 stars, but it's close to a 3. Gameplay potential. Now, here's my thing. I think this map has got more potential than it's showing, but it doesn't entice me to want to play it. If it enticed me more, this particular map would easily get 4 stars. Doesn't entice me, I'm afraid. I've got to give it just a 3. Geoge Island, Korea by Eva Tuna. I think it's a map with plenty of potential, and those of you that like detailing and like a blank canvas probably could have a lot of fun with this. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me again tomorrow for the final one in this week's What Map series. And then I've got something special lined for you on Sunday. I know you like specials on Sunday, so I've got one lined up just for you. Don't share it with anybody, whatever you do. But do make sure you click like for this show, because I want this shared. I want everybody to know you've watched this. Everybody, including your mama. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a wonderful day, guys.